Hey guys, so I am streaming today. Yeah, just some updates for my main channel. I am hopefully gonna finally have another video out soon. I've been like really lazy with uploading. I'm not dead on my other channel. It's just I edited my video and then it didn't save and it took me like an hour or two, so I was really mad. So yeah, hopefully I'll have another video out soon on my other channel. Oh, hi, Sean.
Oh, hey.
So yeah, I'm hoping that within the next few days, my next video is out. I'm just gonna do some square one. I'm just gonna open up the live chat. Okay.
Did you hear about the new Pyraminx world record?
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if that was legit or not. Wasn't it a
Yeah.
miss?
1.28.
Wait, was it a miss scramble or?
Oh no, I heard someone else got a miss scramble that on that solve, so they didn't get that solve. But like they took a picture of like the actual scrambles, and it was like 6 moves. I tried it, but like I got like on the first try a 192, then a 136 because it wasn't finger trickable. Like it wasn't really good. It was the finger trick. Like it was kind of, it was like a 3-move layer and into a 2 tips and a AUF, but it wasn't 2 finger trickable. Like it wasn't.
Oh, it was Brian M. Cho who got the miss scramble. Oh,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah, and on the first in the first round he got a 1, but he also got a counting low 2, but he got a counting +2, which made him not get the national record average, and he tied his PB average in the second round.
he got a 6.3162. That is sad.
Yeah, because it was a +2 on one of the 6s, he said, which would have made it like a 3.3 average.
Oh my god, that's so bad though that he got a miss scramble. He could have probably like sub 1 to that.
I couldn't find a good finger trick for it, but he's probably way faster. You could probably find a good one.
Yeah.
But like that other person averages sub 3. I mean, not sub 3, low 3. That person that got the world record. And also think about it. It's you kind of probably feel nervous in competition. So
yeah. What was I gonna say?
The only scramble I could sub 1 is look right here. A 1 flip with the first 2 moves canceled. Oh no. I got like a sub 1 on this before. Oh, what? .92. See, like I could if I was really lucky, but I probably wouldn't. That's probably like so rare scramble. My PB is like 1/6 though.
Pyraminx have like 3 million permutations or something.
I don't know. I know 2x2 is like 2 million.
No, I think it's like 3,174,000 for 2x2. I think Kira, 2x2, and Cube are like all around 3 million.
Oh yeah, because there's also tips, so that makes like a.
Yeah, it'd probably be like a lot less, cause like
Yeah, Pyraminx, there's a lot less pieces. I mean, I guess, but there's like centers, but they only rotate, and then those pieces could be around the centers. I feel like it's less than 2x2.
Well, like
There's only 2 orientations for the edges, and
if you think about it, the amount of combinations you could do for the tips is just multiplied by the amount of combinations you could do for everything else, pretty much. So like, if you know what I'm saying, like, so if there's, I don't know how, it's got to be like at least 100. So it would be like divided by 100. If you didn't have the tips, like at least 100. That's just a guess by me. Because there's 3 possibilities for that. Well, 2 because 1 would be solved. 1, 2, 8. So that's 8, and then
that's just 3 to the 4th power, I think. Would it be?
well,
Because because there's every single combination of this being like this being like this, and this being like this. I would say I think it's
Oh, but wouldn't it be 3 to the 4th power plus 1? Because
but technically, wouldn't that still be included? Around 3 to the 4th power, maybe plus 1. I'm not sure if it would be included or not.
3 to the 4th power, because like you could have.
Oh wait, that would be included because look, 1, 2, 3. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 different possibilities each tip could be. So if each tip was solved, that'd be included. But I'm not sure if it's 3 to the 4th or not. But that makes sense. But I'm not really sure.
1, 2.
This one's turn. This one's.
But obviously, 1, 2, 3 is the same thing as 1, 2, 3. Solved and solved. So that would.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So it probably. Let me think. 3 to the 4th power is that's 152 plus 81, which would be 2.
Solved would be 1, and then.
Wait, no, 3 to the 4th power is 243. I'm stupid. How did I not know that? I made a lock combination with that.
3 to the 4th power is 81.
No, wait, that's 3 to the 5th power. I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I was thinking about 3 to the 5th power. It's 81. I was gonna think 243 is a lot for just tips.
Yeah, but no.
That's why I was getting confused because I wasn't thinking. I haven't done math. I haven't done math in like weeks because school's out. But I mean, I should know that. I'm in calculus. I should know that.
I'm going into geometry honors. So.
Wait, what math did you take this year?
Algebra 1 honors.
Yeah. Wait, what grade are you going into?
I just don't feel like saying it on screen.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I typed it in the call chat.
Oh, okay.
So
when I was in 8th grade, I did geometry and algebra 2. Like I did algebra 2 at school and geometry online.
Wow. So yeah, you could have done that year.
That's why I'm ahead in like what I should probably be taking.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. So solved is 1 permutation for the tips, and then there's 8 for 1 twisted, and then for 2 twisted, I think that would be 64. Well, let's see. 22, 30. It'd be 8 times. It'd be 72, I think. I don't know.
I think 3 to the 4th powers probably makes sense, but I mean, like, I should know that too because I also took statistics this year, so I should know probability, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spend a lot.
Kind of different because it is a puzzle, so I guess it's kind of different to try to figure out and I haven't done it in like a long time since like the AP exams are at the beginning of 3 minutes ago the world record single was uploaded to YouTube. 19 views.
I'm gonna see it. So 8 for 1 plus 1, so 9, and then
I'm watching right now. Or does it really have to load right before the solve starts?
What?
I'm trying to watch the world record, new world record single, but it's like loading. My phone's like loading right when the solve he's about to start the timer. Okay.
I'm almost done with these calculations, if I'm doing this correctly. So there is 1 solved, 8 for 1 tip, 48 for 2 tips. So and then for 3 tips, 48 times 12 is 480, 576. So
That's how many for all the tips.
no, for just 3 tips. So far it's at 633, which is actually pretty reasonable for 4 tips, I guess. And then all the tips. Ooh, how would I calculate that? So 176 times
Wasn't like when was Drew Brad's world record single? I think that was 2015, or was it 2014?
October 2015.
Oh, yeah, so I thought it was 2015.
Well, if I calculated correctly, there are 2,361 tip combinations.
2,000?
2,361, if I calculated correctly. Probably not, but like, I'm trying to think because if you think about it, like, I don't know, 2,381 is what I think, but I'm not sure. Oh, no, it would be minus 576. Yeah. Oh, it would be like 1,805. I think that's how many tip combinations there are, but I have no idea.
How long ago was it that you got sub 20 on Square One?
Sub 20 on Square One, probably like, like September or October. But for a really long time, my Square One's been stripped, so I have not been improving.
I've had a cubicle Square One for like a year, but I just got a Volt because even that started to strip, even with the mod, because I've had it for a year.
I ordered a Volt on Monday and it still hasn't shipped.
Well, for me, I recently got, like, I improved a lot at Square One just by doing quite a bit of solves when I got the Volt, but like before then I was averaging like 30 something, but now I'm averaging like 20s.
Yeah. Wait, what town was the competition you organized in? It was Orlando.
I was in Orlando, yeah. That's where I live.
Oh, you live in Orlando?
Yeah.
cool. So, what was I gonna say? I don't
There's
even-
another competition that's in Orlando this summer.
What?
There's
Oh, yeah.
another
Who's organizing it? It's not you.
Calvin Young. He's organized a few other competitions before, including Cubing Nights 2015 and Cubing Nights 2016, as well as helped, along with Jason Frascatore, co-hosted Cubetoberfest 2015. Which I didn't go to any of those except Cubing Nights 2016, and I didn't make the finals of 2x2 at that comp because that comp I remember I was really happy because I got like a 2-second solve on like 2x2 or something, like a 2-3 or something. So I was really happy because I averaged like 4 or something. But I did terrible. That was the first competition that I didn't get a PB in a category of anything because it was my 4th competition and I didn't get a PB in the category of 2x2 average, which I was disappointed because I did improve quite a bit. But yeah, and that was after that competition. I didn't go to a comp for 7 months because there was none in Florida until February. From June to February, no comps.
At last minute qualifier, didn't you win every event you competed in?
Yeah, there was only like 8 people though.
Yeah, but still.
It's because there was I competed in FMC, which I was the only person that was okay at it that didn't DNF, and me and one other person were the only 2 people that competed in the tentative events of 5, 6, and 7. And
wait, what? Only 2 people competed in 5, 6, and 7?
Well, like there was a the thing is that the main things about the competition were like blind events and stuff. And like the thing is that actually there was 3 people in 5x5. 2 people in 6 and 2 people in 7. And the main reason is like this other person needed to qualify for Nats. And I actually ended up getting PBs and all of those things except 6x6 mean because I got a stupid pop.
Oh yeah.
And I failed all the solves. Okay, anyway, so the other person was significantly slower than me, so I obviously was gonna win it anyway because he averaged like 2 minutes on 5x5, like 4 on 6, and like 6:30 on 7x7.
Who was it?
Matthew Hollinger. He's really good at blind events.
Oh yeah, he's fast. Isn't he like sub 50 on free blind?
Yeah, and Aiden Prido is like sub 40.
Yeah, but like I was watching your competition videos, last minute qualifier, and at the end of the video, there's like a blind solve of Aiden and Matthew doing blind, and it didn't look like Aiden was low 30. It looked like he was more like a minute.
Oh, but he was using a big sail.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, they wanted to try my big sail for blind, so
I didn't.
They weren't really used to it.
Oh. Yeah, but like his memo seemed like 30 seconds.
I don't know. Maybe he messed. Maybe he just wanted to get make sure it was right. It was success. Because right before him, Matthew tried it and he got a DNF, and he had to go. So maybe he was just trying to make sure he got a success.
Yeah, it was right after the awards, right?
Yeah. And anyway, so like at that comp at the time, that 5x5 average was insane for me. But I practiced quite a bit after that, and I improved a lot. Like that was my PB average and single at the time, but like now I'm faster than that.
Overall?
Yeah, for single and average, because I got a counting 124, so that made it pretty lucky.
Yeah. Oh my god, I keep forgetting.
That was my first ever 5x5 average that I didn't fail. Like every single, actually not fail. My first official 5x5 average that I got an average, I didn't fail. I just got a counting bad solve, but also a counting good solve. So it was a good average. It just had a counting bad solve. It was my first average that I didn't have a counting bad solve in 5x5 ever.
Like even at home?
No, officially.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say like.
Wait, how many official 5x5 averages do I have? I've never made a second round of 5x5. The only comp that had a second round of 5x5, I didn't make the second round because there was only like 10 people or something, and I got like a 146 average because it wasn't really good for me at the time. I averaged more like low 140s, but I might have made.
We're at another small comp.
This was wait, what? Oh, this one was at in Georgia. I went to.
Wait, what comp was it?
All Aboard 2017. It was in February.
Wait, how many people did it have?
100.
Oh, I thought you said it was like 10.
Oh no, I was talking about last minute qualifier earlier.
Yeah. Since last minute qualifier was like a really small comp, did you like get to know everybody that was competing?
I guess there were some people who it was their first time ever competing. Like,
At last minute qualifier?
Yeah, like there was this one kid who only competed in FMC, and he basically just did CFOP and just wrote it out. I guess that's pretty cool, but that was his first comp. Maybe it was just in his area, and he was like, I know how to do FMC. I mean, it's also kind of cool because there's other cubers and stuff. There's also another kid who knew how to do all the blind events and stuff, except 5 blind, and he got DNFs in all the blind events and but FMC stuff.
That seems like a bad first comp though. Like at my first, I mean, like obviously if you were experienced, it'd be a lot of fun. Like I love blind events and stuff, so I would love it. But like for a first comp for somebody, that would be like kind of bad, I guess, because it's not a traditional competition, so it's not what they're used to.
Yeah. I was pretty happy that we did get to do 5, 6, and 7. It's because some of the blind events took longer, and Matthew got done before Aiden because Aiden was doing much more multi-blind cubes, and Aiden's not as fast at 5 blind, so he took a lot longer. So we were doing those tentative events while Aiden was doing 5 blind and while Aiden was doing multi-blind.
Wait, so I don't understand how that would take like all day to do those events though. It's like people are doing so many things at the same time.
Well, no, those were tentative events. So like the schedule, like we had FMC, so that's 3 hours, and before and after, and like all that stuff. And there's also multi-blind and 4 blind and 5 blind, and multi-blind 2 attempts. So that's 2 hours, and 4 blind and 5 blind, and setting up between all of those things. So yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't you do like during multi-blind? Wouldn't other events be going on too?
But like all the people that were doing multi-blind were also doing 5 blind. It was like the same people.
Oh, so FMC and multi-blind, that's like that'd probably be like
everyone was doing FMC. Everyone
that'd probably be like 6 hours if you added like before the events and after the events and stuff. So 6
but
hours.
There's also multi-blind. Multi-blind takes 2 hours.
Yeah. FMC plus 5 blind
and 5 blind, which the soft cutoff was like 40 minutes. So
wait, who did 5 blind? Aiden and Matthew.
And Matthew. Aiden took almost 30 minutes for each attempt, and Matthew took like 13. So that's why we had all the time. So Aiden was doing his attempts while me and Matthew were doing our other things because he was done with like an hour to spare because he's much faster at 5 blind. And Aiden ended up DNFing all of them, which was upset about. But another thing is that Matthew he was like upset on his first 2 solves. I was judging him on 4 blind, and he got DNFs on the first 2. He said it must have been like an execution error or something. And on the third solve, he was trying to be like really safe about it, and he got like a 5.16, which he said it could have been a 3 minute something. It's just PB's like 3 minutes something.
Wow.
2:30 or whatever.
Wow. I have 2 4-minute DNFs, but they were like really close. That was really nice. They were back to back actually. They were like,
I have a few did not starts where I thought about maybe I should learn 4 blind, and then I remembered, oh right, I never got a 3 blind success.
Just get a 3 blind success.
I should practice 3 blind before I go to this competition, or maybe I'll just go to the competition and try. No, I should try it a few times this week, like see if I can maybe get a success.
You should try getting your success before the comp.
Well, I have 6 official blind attempts, and my first one was 1 move off or 2 moves off from being a success. Technically 2, but I mean, if it was 1 move off, it would just be a +2.
Wait, like 2 moves off at the end, or did you like do?
Oh, I did the wrong set of moves, so like it made it wrong. I was supposed to do like an R prime, but I did like an F or something.
You were literally 2 moves away. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like you did 1 move wrong, like during an hour or something.
No, like 2 moves off at the very end.
That's sick.
Yeah. Anyway, so I have 4 official FMC attempts, and 3 of them are successes. The first one, like it was my first. It was at Oliborg. They had 1 attempt, and it I wanted to qualify for nationals, like get a sub 30, a 35 or better single, but that would be really not. I'd have to be really lucky. But anyway, I couldn't find anything good, and at the end, I was trying to go as quickly as possible because I had hardly any time. And the best thing I could get is like a pretty good solution. Like it was like on PLO at like low 30 or something like that, and I got a Z perm. So I had to do big R2, U, and I ended up messing it up or something because it was all on the inverse scramble or some crap like that. So I had to mess it. It just messed up, and it was a DNF.
An RU Z perm for me would be like 1 1, 2,
Yes,
3.
but I know that now. I know a LU version, but
That'd be 15 moves.
I didn't even know full Ola at the time. I didn't finish that until the end of March.
I don't get how you
Let's
got
see, like,
someone without
Let's see,
full.
how many moves would this Z perm be? And it's in like this position. Let me see. 1, 2,
15.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 if it had an AUF.
How long did 5, 6, and 7 take at last minute qualifier? Were they like all back to back?
Yeah, basically they just James and Code. Oh, wait, what's his name? James is the delegate who basically doesn't do big cubes, but technically he should know how to scramble them. He was like scrambling my cubes as quickly as he possibly could until I was done and I could scramble Matthews. So that's how basically it took quite a little bit. I mean, for 5x5, one time he messed up the scramble and I had to solve it because 6x6 and 7x7, it doesn't matter if it's messed up, you know. But yeah, I had to solve it. And but the thing is that basically he just tried to scramble them as quickly as he could so I could go back and scramble them for Matthew because I could obviously scramble them much faster. But it didn't take that long, I don't think. Let's see.
Probably like a half hour total for big cubes, right?
No, longer than that. Because if I had to do I think we started with 6x6. That's including inspection. Like bringing the cube over, inspection, solving, probably about 4 minutes for each of them on average, I'd say. Then that's 12 minutes, and then I went back and started scrambling Matthew scrambles, which I'm not sure if you guys started at the same time as me, maybe once, but it was kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he might have gotten started. So let's say his took like. So that would probably be about 25 minutes for 6x6 at most. And 7x7, say 30. That's 55. And then 5x5, like 25. Probably an hour and 20 at most.
So that would be like.
But the thing about it is there's only one scrambler. And the other person was doing 5x5.
How long do you think 4 blind took?
Oh, let me think. Well, there was people scrambling and then bringing them over and stuff. Like 40 minutes at most. Very most. Probably 30. I'd say around 30, maybe.
So if that's all the events, then all that added up is like 9:30 or 9:40. 9 hours 30 minutes or 9 hours 40 minutes. Is that about how long the comp took?
Well, there's also like some things like we started slightly late, and we started some of the FMC slightly late after lunch, and there's also like between events and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Also, 5, 6, and 7 were at the same time as multi-blind and 5 blind. So like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it like evens out because like one takes more time, but they did those events at the same time.
We also had 4x4 as on a tentative event, but like back then I was slow at 4x4. I averaged like 48 or so. Like compared to now, I was much slower. Like I probably wouldn't know. I'm not sure if I was gonna improve that time, but now I've improved quite a bit at 4x4. Much faster than my comp PB average and single. At the time, my comp PB singles were like pretty nice because I got 2 42s in a row with no parity. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at 4x4 in big cubes, I guess.
Yeah, like your big cube comp PBs aren't they faster than what you average?
Well, 7x7 is an overall PB. I think it still is an overall PB.
For single or average?
Oh, wait, let me see. The single isn't but oh no, neither of them are still comp PB. I mean still overall PBs, but they were overall PBs.
PBs are right now on 7x7.
422 single, 431 mean of 3.
Oh, mine's a 410 single and a 420 something mean of 3.
And I have a 517 average of 100.
Oh, I could never do that. I mean, maybe if I added every single 7x7 solve I've done all the way up together, but mine would be.
I have 100.
Mine wouldn't be sub 5. Just say every single 7x7 solve I did on CS Timer. Let's add them up. I bet you it wouldn't be sub 5 for 7x7.
I have 185 solves in my session.
I bet you I haven't even done 50 solves since I got sub 5.
Corn Puzzle, I think he averages like
Yeah.
4. He uploaded a video of a 7x7 average of 100.
Yes, I know. I watched the entire thing. I saw it a month later after it was posted, and I watched like through trying to find the best solve. I wish he posted what his best solve was in the time, because
I was gonna say if he, I'm very gullible, so I believed you when you said you watched the whole thing. So I would have said you're crazy if you watched.
Yes, I would. I wouldn't. I wasn't gonna just like say, "Oh, I watched the whole thing." I was just gonna say like, "Oh, I actually didn't." I was just joking, you know.
Daniel Rose Levine is watching. He said, "Oh yeah, I was sub Daniel officially on 7x7 for 20 minutes."
Wait, who?
Daniel Rose Levine.
You sub who?
I was sub Daniel Rose Levine for like 20 minutes on 7x7 officially.
Oh wait, he's saying that about himself. Okay, I wasn't sure. At first, when he said Daniel, I was like, "Is he talking about himself or another Daniel?"
What?
I was thinking, is he talking about himself or some other Daniel? But then you said that it's him.
Daniel Rose Levine. Yes. I'm probably going to do like a blind event for blind rating because I want the stuff part for me. Yeah, I'm gonna do 4 blind.
I should do Master Pyraminx multi-blind. No, Master Killaminx.
I know something we can do right now. So if you get bored while I'm doing 4 blind, maybe we could do something like I do 4 blind, you do 3 blind, and we race.
No, you would beat me. I don't even have I have my best attempt is 559. My best attempt.
Well, I average like that.
Well, I can race you in a DNF. I'll just look at the cube, try my best to remember like what letters and like where they go, but I'm gonna forget all the corners because I'm really bad at remembering the corners after I memo the edges. Even though you're supposed to like try to remember it really well, I always have to go back and try to remember it. That's what makes me slow because I can't remember the memo. If I can remember the memo, I could be good, like at least decent. But that's my
that at your speed will probably help a lot. So like, here's how I memo. So what I do, I memo corners, memo edges, solve corners. Basically,
that's what I do. I'm just not good at remembering the corners after I'm done with the edges.
Well,
Even though I use audio for edges, I still can't remember it. It's just.
I'll teach you how to do it. So basically, you're just going to memorize like an image for corners, like let's say BK book and then DG dog, and then like there's a dog reading a book or like a book on a dog or something.
Yeah, I try to do that, but I think I should try harder.
Yeah, you should but yeah, just make like 1 or 2 strong images in your head. So
maybe my images aren't strong enough because I'm thinking something that's kind of strong.
Repeat them over and over again for like at your speed. You could probably just repeat them over and over again for like a whole minute, and then you won't forget. And after you're done audio memoing edges, just don't go over your corners. They should be strong enough so that you'll.
I have issues like edges take quite a bit because I have to kind of like map it out to make sure like if I like finish a cycle that it's not like over, like there's not more edges. So
yeah, I'm gonna time how long it takes me to remember just edges.
I'm gonna try to do a 3 blind. I just did a random scramble, but does it really matter? I'm not fast enough where it really matters. I'm a DNF.
Okay, I just did edge audio memo in 4.595.
Wait, all of the edges?
Audio memo, yeah.
How?
What?
How? On 4 blind?
It was
That's
easy.
insane.
3 blind.
Oh, okay. That's,
how would I be able to do that on 4?
I don't know. I was about to say there's
That's
like
twice
as many edges on 4 blind. I'm like,
what?
that's insane.
There's like 24 wings on 4 blind.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Wings. It's like edge pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I know basically kind of how it works. Matthew Hollinger kind of told me how 4 blind works, but I don't know how to do it yet. I think I should get better at 3 blind because obviously you kind of have to do 3 blind, like with corners at least on here.
Well, with 4 blind, like you pretty much already know how to do corners, and then there's
yeah, I know. But like, if I can't even remember corners on 3 blind, how am I supposed to remember it on here? Plus, like, this is a lot. This is way more than a 3x3.
Yeah, but I learned 4 points when I was averaging like 2 minutes on 3 points. So you don't really need to learn 4 points anytime soon.
That's what I mean. Like,
So yeah, try memorizing like really strong corner images that you won't forget, that you won't even have to go over.
sometimes I don't. Sometimes when I go over them, I look and I realize I completely mismemoed the entire corners. Like,
Then be safe. Like, look.
yes, I know. I've done that before. Like, even though starting with the first piece, I messed it up. I know I can do it. I'm gonna try it right now. I'm just gonna mute my audio because I can get distracted by like audio a lot. So I'm just gonna.
So for corner memo, do just strong images, and then edge memo, audio, solve edges, solve corners. Okay.
Then I solve edges and solve corners. And then if parity is just if there's an odd number. But sometimes like I have trouble with parity, like if I have flipped pieces and like flip stuff like that. But then I guess I could just track it out like as though if I wasn't doing those types of things.
If you have parity, like but the thing is with that memo thing, if you have parity, you would like kind of know, because if you're memoing corners and strong images for corners, like you would realize, like when trying to make strong images, that like you would realize whether you have even or odd.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying like say I have. I'm just gonna do it on a 4x4.
You use Old Pacman, right, for edges and corners?
Yes, but but I'm saying, say I have something like this where there's two flipped corners. Like, would I just pretend like they're not? Because I know if I have this case, I can just like
corners. Two twisted corners. I just memorize visual. So like, or I do it like right at the very beginning of the solve. So like, if I had 2 twisted corners, I would just do this, and then do like my actual target. So I just memorize visual.
I guess that wouldn't change the. It wouldn't change anything, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't, because like.
I've had I have so much pains over that. I guess I'm just stupid because like it wouldn't change the amount of stuff.
Look, using like the beginner's method thing for OLL corners, so if you did like that, and then that. See, and then like
I know how to do that. I was just confused about like how that has to do with cycles.
And with flipped edges, I don't know any like thing to flip 4 edges, but I know something to flip 2 edges. So like, let's say you had.
You don't know anything to flip 4 edges? That's easy. M prime U2 M U2 M prime U M. It's like M prime U2 M U2 M prime U. Wait, I can't do it slow. Okay, yeah. M prime U2 M U2 M prime U2 M U2 M. What?
Okay, but so like if you have two edges, you could just do like a setup move, super flip, or whatever it's called, omega flip, whatever, and then undo the setup. So like, yeah, just memorize. It might be hard at first, but memorize visual flipped edges and twisted corners, and then do your actual targets. So like.
Anyway, wait, do you know an alg that flips all these? Like.
Let's see. I'm gonna try doing what you said. M prime U2 M U2
M prime U2 M U2 M prime U M U2 M prime U2 M. Really?
I did it.
That's what I use for that OLO. Even though I used to know another OLO, it's faster because I can spam the TPS on just MU stuff. Except I can't on this because it's not my main. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, I obviously don't have muscle memory yet, but yeah. So with all those tips, let's see if you could get your fastest 3-blind attempt, hopefully a success. So I'm gonna scramble for 4-blind now.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna mute the audio.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I'm almost ready.
I'm not gonna use the blindfold. I'm just gonna like close my eyes.
I am ready, so I'm about to start. I'm gonna do this on the floor. Okay, I'm starting. Hello? Hello? Oh, wait. Is he phone?
I forgot some of the corner memo, and anyway, I messed it up. I messed the edges up anyway.
I got a DNF by like 6 pieces, but my memo was so fast, my execution was so slow. So basically, I got like 2.5 minute memo or something. It was pretty good.
Oh,
Actually,
I
it's
know
not.
what's next now. Let's see. It doesn't matter because I messed up the edges anyway.
My memo actually wasn't that fast, but
Oh, mine wasn't even bad. It was 7 minutes, and I went really slow on memo anyway. Maybe because because every time in every single one of my solves, there's a ton of time trying to remember the corner memo, but I didn't do that anyway. I forgot something anyway because I messed up on the edges.
My memo was like 2:30, which is pretty good, but my execution centers were so slow because I haven't done 4-blind in a really long time. So like I kind of forgot like where stuff were, and like some 3 cycles or whatever. So yeah. Let's see if that had like good execution. That would be like if that had sub 3 execution, that would be like 4:30. And then if I had like really good execution, that could be like sub 4. I guess if I have like good memo, good execution.
Wait, how long is your execution usually?
When I used to do 4-blind a lot, like if I remember correctly, like 3 minutes or so.
Then how long's your memo?
Usually like 3 minutes, but like so I average like 6 minutes. But and like my PB is low 5, like 5:02 or something. But I DNF a lot and I mess up a lot. I'm very inconsistent.
Oh, I've probably done like 50 blind solves and I'm 0 out of 50, so I'm really inconsistent, I guess.
Wait, what?
On 3 blind, I've done probably like 50 attempts probably in like a year.
But you don't have a success?
No, I've gotten close officially even.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of closes, so I know I can do it.
Because I want a PB.
Whoa. Bill Wayne got a 52 official 5x5 average. That's close.
Wow.
That's so close. And he got a 46 single. It's so close to another single and average.
Wow. My 5-blind PB is a PB by over 10 minutes, basically.
Your what?
My 5-blind PB is a PB by over 10 minutes.
What is it?
It's 13:05, but I only have 3 successes. It's 25 minutes, 23 minutes, and 13 minutes. My 13:05 is not only my fastest success, it's my fastest attempt. So I'm just gonna go all out on this, probably not gonna get a success, and then I get a success, so I'm like, what?
You should do feet blindfolded.
I've tried it. I get like 7-minute DNFs usually.
What? That's still crazy. Oh, I guess. Wait, what do you do? Like, do you use the same method, or what do you do when you try?
I use the same method, but that's like the bad thing about using M2 for edges. But like, if I did 3 styles for edges, that would still involve a lot of M moves. So, like, edges are a pain to do. Corners are just pretty inefficient if I do like a.
Wouldn't it be better to use like old Pachman if you do feet then? Because then you could just do like PLLs. Well, then wouldn't you still have to do M2s if you did setup moves?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, freestyle would be the best.
Yeah.
Let's see who's watching. Oh, 2 viewers, but 1 viewer, I don't know.
Well, that's my 3 blind attempt for the day. I should try to do one at least every day.
Well, I'm gonna do another 4 blind attempt.
Maybe I should try a 2 blind attempt. No, I can sometimes 1 look 2x2 if I'm lucky, but not the AUF unless I'm really lucky. Maybe if I look at this 2x2 scramble long enough, I could 1 look it. I mean, like, what am I gonna do for my? Oh wait, I could just do this as Ortega, but then I could just do the CLL and then turn it over and do a T perm. So now I 1 looked it. Like what? That's crazy. It's not a good 1 look, but I technically 1 looked it.
Okay, I'm going to do 4 blind. So I'm gonna mute my computer in 3, 2.
Wait, how?
What?
Wait, never mind.
Okay, I'm muting my computer.
Try another one. Dad? When are you trying the blind I think it's around 7 minutes. Oh, I messed it up.
DNF by a lot. Still here. You still here? Oh wait, I'm blind. To those of you watching though, I completely failed. But that was like decent memo. It was like 240. Execution's so slow because like, well, I don't currently own a good 4x4. So also I have, I ordered one though and it's coming pretty soon. Also, I haven't done 4-blind in a while. So centers are kind of hard to like remember stuff. 3 viewers now. That's pretty cool. I guess I'll just do some. What should I do? I guess I'll do some pyramid while I'm waiting for Sean to get finished with his 3-blind attempt. Pyramids.
Are you done?
Yeah, I got like low 6, but I DNF'd. My memo was like 240, and then my execution was terrible because like I was like centers were hard. To
I don't
like
know what I did wrong. I know in my memo, I realized one thing I did was wrong, so all the rest were flipped. So I did the opposite of that. But even some of those are right. So I think I have an idea what I did wrong. Maybe I'm not sure. I think I might have done something. I don't know what I did.
maybe you just did one of the moves wrong during the analysis.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, all the corners are solved but 2. So I don't know. It could be anything really.
Yeah.
It was 8:28 because the memo. I mean, really, that execution was 2 minutes something. Only because of the fact that I messed up the memo during the thing and I realized it. So I had to like think about what the piece of that would be because I didn't want to like start over. So I kind of got that. But other than that, it would have been much faster. But I don't know. I know I can get a success.
Yeah, you've been getting so close so many times.
Oh.
Ooh, I just got no tips on Pyrrha. Yay.
Oh, I get what he was saying, Daniel. I thought he was saying that he was sub himself or something, but I get it.
Wait, what?
When you were saying what Daniel said, I thought you said he was sub himself at 7x7 or something, so I was confused. But he said he was talking about you. I mean, it said in the thing. That's basically what it said. I was confused what you were saying.
XOP Gamer X says, "Who is that?" He is the person I stole Florida State records from, because I was a bully. Just kidding, but yeah.
I actually wait. I never had a state record until my competition. It was skew. But then technically, you got your average before me, but you moved here after you got that.
So technically, yours is the state record.
Wait, I found out. Okay, the thing is that I think I was subscribed to your YouTube channel, but I don't think I watched a lot of your videos, or I didn't. I might have watched a few of them, or something. And then I saw, like, I looked at your profile because I saw that you had the state record, and I saw that it showed your YouTube channel, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, I'm already subscribed, and I saw your video. Because at first I was like, mate, how am I supposed to know this person's actually from Florida? Because I know other people weren't from Florida, so I was like, I just want to make sure this person's from Florida. And I saw that you were moving to Florida. I was like, oh yeah, they are in Florida now. Because there's other people on the state record sheet that don't even live in Florida and never did. Like, that's what I was like trying to make sure.
Yeah. So wait, on your vlogging channel, like, what exactly do you do there? I haven't really seen any of the videos, but like.
They're pretty crap. I basically I'll do quite a bit of cubing stuff. That's mainly, but it's kind of just like every day I do a vlog of like stuff, random stuff, I guess.
Like day in the life of a cuber or something like that. Like that.
Most of it has to do with cubing. I guess some of it doesn't, but I'm
really heard of like a cubing vlog channel, but like colorful pocket vlog.
Yeah, but it's more like has to do with. I mean, I don't just sit in front of the camera and just talk about cubing every day for 2 minutes. Like, I guess it's not like it's not that good, but I mean, like, I feel like vlog different things that I do in the day. Most of the things I vlog have to do with cubing, but like there's quite a bit that doesn't. Sometimes. Yeah, but mostly during the school year, what I did is that during the day I would just like talk about cubing for like 4 minutes between one of my classes, and I did that like every day for all the year except for like 2 weeks because I didn't start it until August. But really, I guess it just has to do with cubing mainly. But
one or two.
What were you gonna say? What?
I've seen like 1 or 2 of your videos, and it seems like you're talking about like just like new cubes coming out, kind of like a podcast, I guess, or like just like cubing things that happen, and
And sometimes I talk about random stuff, like about cubing sometimes, and like how, I don't know, like I have no idea. It's kind of different. Like kind of like sometimes in the summer, I struggle to find time to find things to do, just because some days like some days I wouldn't really do much and I was just tired, you know. But I kind of found some things to do. Sometimes I'd cube a little bit, talk about something, but most days I'll do like stuff like. Some days I'll have different things in there. Like I would vlog. One of the days I was at a theme park, so I was vlogging while I was there, like different rides I went on, stuff like that. Because that's not technically cubing related, but you know what I mean.
yeah. Do you like feel awkward vlogging in public and stuff? Or, like,
I don't. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't really think about it anymore because I've done it so many times, and I'm basically talking to no one because I have like 8 views or something. So I don't really know.
no, but I mean like when people at school see you vlogging, do they know what you're doing, or do they think
either okay. Most of the my school, I don't really have a ton of friends in my school. Most of my friends actually don't go to my school, but the few friends I do have in my school, they know about that I vlog and stuff like that. And sometimes one of my friends will like jump in and try to do something or whatever.
Oh yeah.
My other friends that I had a pretty close friend, he like moved away during the middle of the school year, but he was like in some of my vlogs a lot. I would do a vlog while he was standing right next to me when we were going to the next class. So
Isn't the guy that's usually in your streams? Doesn't he go to your school? Wait,
no. He was talking about something about my school, but I don't have any cubers at my school. There's actually, except one person I saw holding a cube, and I asked if he could solve it, and he was actually like around 20 seconds or something. But other than that kid, no one no one that was under 1 minute. There was a few people that could actually solve it, but it took them quite a while. There was one person that said they were learning the new method, and that was F2L. Took them around 2 minutes or so, but not really anyone.
yeah, I think who's the one that's usually in your streams? The one.
Noah.
No, not him. The other one.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, he doesn't live. He lives in Newport Richie.
Is that like close to you?
Yeah. Anyway, Noah says that they in some of his classes they had cubing time where they had time to cube. Because there were so many people that actually cubed in his class.
Yeah, they're like, in the school year there were like 4 cubers, well not cubers, but like people who knew how to solve a cube in my classes, but they all averaged like around a minute. So.
Yeah.
And they're more like, they're noobs that are like, video games are better, so like, that's what they say, so.
One time I was like, this is funny though, because I was at school and my teacher actually found out that I cubed because she is friends with my mom's on Facebook, and my mom posts stuff about like when I'm at competitions, like, oh, like all this, like he did good today, and you know what I mean? So like my teacher saw those posts and she was just asking me about it. And then one time I had to they like were saying if I could solve it, like solve stuff for the class. So I was solving a 3x3, and this was the day before All Aboard 2017, so February 24th, 2017, and I know because I was about to go to the competition the next day. I was pretty excited. It was 7th period, the last class of the day, and they were my teacher was asking me about that because I won't go into what brought it up, you know, but I solved a 3x3 and I averaged around 11 seconds at the time, and it took me 16 seconds because my hands were so shaky and locky because there was like 30 people surrounding me just staring at me to solve it. So it was pretty terrible. But no one else thought it was terrible, but like, you know, obviously that's not good. And then I ended up solving a Killaminx, which took 59 seconds, and people were still extremely impressed, even though that's not that good. Maybe the reason that I'm not good at solving Killaminx is due to the fact that I'm not good at recognizing the pieces, and I don't practice it. And
I just dislike the hardware.
It turns bad.
Yeah, same.
Why can't there be a Killaminx? I feel like Killaminx is probably going to be an event because I heard that like Scube had it was at unofficial at a bunch of competitions, and Killaminx is having unofficial at a bunch of competitions now. I competed it unofficially at one of my competitions in January.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a normal thing to do now to just have Killaminx.
Yeah, it takes time though. I mean, There's probably only been like 20 something competitions or something. I know it's been happened a lot in Southeast competitions, like ones that Jacob Ambrose delegated. He's had a lot of that.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, something I'm gonna ask you is that like when you're walking at school, though, like the people the people that you don't know, are they think like do you think that they're probably thinking like that kid is crazy? What is he doing? Like,
Okay, but I've had people like, okay, this is one of my vlogs. This felt really weird, but I was walking from, my school's really big. It's like over a half-mile long. It's like I'm in high school, so it's like outdoors. And there's like, yeah, like you walk between classes outdoors mostly, and it's quite a far walk, so that's why my vlogs I usually in the day are around the 4 to 5 minutes that clip specifically, and so. This one time, this person was like walking up behind me, kept saying like, "Hey, or what, I don't know what they referred to me as. I really don't remember. But I was just thinking, I'm not sure if that's me, and I didn't want to like stop in my vlog and say something to them. Eventually, it happened for like 2 minutes straight. I'm like, this has to be me. It's not just gonna keep following me. I'm like, okay. Then I mean, like the noise isn't gonna follow me if they're not referring to me. So then I was like, finally, like I was like realizing, and then they just said hi and then walked away. Like, really? It's so stupid. And then sometimes I have people like make faces like in like the video because I'm holding it like this and like make faces into the video. That's like happens once in a while. Most of the time, most people like don't even pay attention to what I'm doing because I don't really care if they do or they don't. They probably aren't. If they do, they just think, oh, he's taking a video or something. So most of the time, when no one says anything about anything, no one in any of my classes has ever asked me about that. I mean, obviously, my few close friends that I have know about it, but no one else has ever asked about it. I mean, I don't think I would ask someone, like, at least if not, unless they were my friend, if like, oh, like, why are you taking a video? Like,
I just feel like me, I get embarrassed easily. So like, I feel like if
it felt weird. Okay, at first it felt weird. I tried to like kind of hide what I was doing, but it came natural over a while. My first vlog is so cringy. I basically, I took a video of me walking outside of the car, and me getting out of the car, and then me walking to my first. It was so stupid, and then I talk about cubing a little bit, and I did not know what I was doing. My goal? Okay, this is my goal, to get 100 subscribers before nationals. Yeah, right. 3 weeks. I have 14 subscribers. Yay! That's a little over 1 per month.
Okay, so I have a story to tell you about me cubing in front of people. Now, it wasn't people my age, it was kindergarteners. So it was, so when I lived in New Jersey, somebody a few houses away was like one of the kindergarten assistant teachers or something, like that helped one of the kindergarten teachers. So, and she's friends with my parents, like good friends with my parents. So she's like, Tommy, on Friday, which was the day before my competition that I organized on February 11th, Ledgewood Winter Open. Yeah, so she's like, Tommy, can you come during one of your classes, ask your teacher, and you could solve Rubik's Cubes in front of the kindergarteners? And I'm like, sure. So then, so there were 2 kindergarten classrooms. So I went to the first one, and I solved a 7x7, 3x3, and a Mega Mix in front of all of them. But the kindergarteners were so annoying. Like when I was doing 7x7, they're like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" Obviously, I'm not done yet. And they're like, "When are you gonna be done? It's taking a really long time. You're really bad at this."
Oh my god!
They were like,
you just said, "Can you do it?"
Yeah, exactly. And like, so
why don't you try to do this? I bet you could. You couldn't do this as fast as I could.
So yeah, but I have some more to this story. So like they're like, look, he's almost done, even though I was like just starting. So it was like that tournament for like 6 or 7 minutes because it was 7x7 plus Mega plus 3x3. So next after I told them how I was going to a competition tomorrow, they're like, oh, I'm gonna go to it. Even though obviously they're all not cute, they're like, I'm gonna go to it. I don't need to sign up. I can just go. I'm like, well, no, that's not how it works. And they're like, yeah, I could go to your competition and then.
I mean, you could go, you just can't compete. I mean, if there's space.
No, I'm like, but you would need to know how to do it and sign up and stuff. And they're like, yeah, but no, I could just go. So and then they're like, my uncle could do it with his ears. So I'm like, okay. They were making up all these stupid things. Like, my uncle could like pick his nose while doing it with his ears or something like that. They were making up this.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went to the next kindergarten classroom and I didn't have much time, so I decided the only thing that would take me about a minute is a 3-blind solve. So,
Oh my gosh. Did you try that?
I actually did, and luckily it was a success.
Oh my gosh. Okay, like, were people talking?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It took me like a minute and a half probably. I went pretty safe, but not that safe, and people were talking, so yeah, I was really nervous though. I was in front of like 20 people doing that, and if I DNF,
What'd they say if you DNF?
probably like, hey, you cheater or something. I don't know. But I got a success. And well, I didn't think it was a success because I turned around and did it behind my back.
Oh my god.
And then when it was solved, nobody was reacting. So I'm like, oh no, did I DNF? And I looked behind, and
No.
then apparently I was the first one to notice that it was solved, even though.
What? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Then I picked it up. I'm like, it's solved, and like, ah!
When I ever think about like kindergarten, I think of all the people in my kindergarten class as 5th graders, because like I went to a magnet school, so right after 5th grade I went to like a middle school where like no one in my school went to that school, and no one from my elementary school went to my high school. So whenever I think about that, I just think of them like as in 5th grade.
Wait, what did you say? You went to a magnet school? Huh?
Yeah, so it's not like the school I'm zoned for.
Wait, what is a magnet school?
So like you can go to another school in the county. Like certain schools are magnet schools, like where you can go to another school in the county for like a certain thing at that school.
Oh, is it like specialized schools for like gifted kids or something?
Well, technically it's still a public school, but it has like certain things for like some schools. There's like a school that is magnet for like STEM, and there's also a school that's like magnet for visual and performing arts. That's what I'm going to, the Dr. Phillips High School, which is like magnet for visual and performing arts. So yeah.
Is that what you specialize in?
What?
Is that what you specialize in?
Well, I mean, I play violin, so I guess like that. But I'm also like I guess I'm like I'm like pretty good at math as well, and I want to major in math and music in college. So I guess that. But I like orchestra a lot, so I wanted to go to the visual performing arts magnet school. But like and I also went to the same school like that for middle school as well. So like no one from my school went to any of the other schools.
What was I going to say? Last year, not the year like a few months ago, but like the year before that. So, I was in band and the teacher was so annoying, and it was like so boring, so I hated it. And just because what a terrible year and a terrible experience that was, I'm probably never gonna join any classes music related again. I would probably like it if I like didn't have that teacher or anything. I don't know.
Oh, anyway, well, I started playing the violin when I was 6, so I was like never in orchestra or anything until middle school. So I basically learned like because I wanted to learn the violin, so I had like a private instructor, and I didn't. But like it was like years and years until I went to orchestra at school.
Yeah,
but why don't they should have cubing class at school? Like that would be cool. Like I
yeah, but like cubers are like less than 1%.
Yeah, like a class where they teach you all the stuff like about cubing, introductory to cubing. Like I could be the teacher.
Yeah, that would be so
degree in cubing. Like,
that'd be so awesome. Like the first semester. Or
well,
something.
technically there is curriculum, but the thing is that how could you test them? Like with they obviously with such standards they have now, you have to have some sort of written test or something like that. Like because you couldn't. The thing like this, like imagine you would have to do something like a method. Like I'm taking EG 1 and 2, and I'm taking EG for the second semester or something like that, or something like that. Or because because like you couldn't just say like write down a T-perm or something like that. That's just because like that's like specific to a method and specific to what T-perm you use. So I think I'm not sure what would have to do with if it had to do with speed solving, or there have to be different types of it, or just like
We should make something like that though.
I know there's such thing as like in college classes that are history of cubing, you know what I mean? Because obviously that you could teach.
That's cool.
Well, like it's in college at least. But the thing is that it'd be hard to find curriculum for like cubing, like
Yeah, we should like
it's like speed cubing or like say like or you could do this. So this would be really easy though. Like which of the following is the algnane for the above picture? Like and it shows like a thing like that. But the thing is that could be specific to a method as well. It's like there's obviously many different methods you can use.
Yeah, but there are actually a lot of ideas I have in mind that like maybe we could do something like that. Like make our own curriculum and own tests. Like because you can do the cube, that's not like necessarily how to get fast, but maybe like we can make like curriculum for like learning how to solve a cube and stuff. But then eventually, like if you get advanced, like after a few years of cubing classes, like you said, how like first semester you could take EG or something.
Oh, but or you could say, imagine this, like instead of like a multiple choice, they ask you and say you're taking CFOP, because there's also like I'd say the main three methods are CFOP, RU, and ZZ are the main base methods that most people use.
Yeah.
There's obviously Tetris, but I would say hardly any speed solvers use that nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that people don't, but it's like not that. I'd say the big three are CFOP, RU, and ZZ. So say you took like. But ZZ is very similar to CFOP in like last layer, except it already has the edges oriented, obviously. That's the main difference. And then the thing is that say it asks for it says write down like a T-perm or something. You just write down a T-perm. Like you write it down like whatever one you use. And then someone sees, oh, does this work? You know? So technically that could work. But then say someone
whoever grades the tests would see. And then, but maybe you could like mark them half wrong if they like used comms or something to like do rather than
imagine there was a class called FMC and you failed unless at the end of the year you couldn't, unless you could get a sub 40 single on a 60-minute exam, and it just gave you a scramble.
Yeah, but no, yeah, this stuff could actually be really cool. Like we could make this a thing. Like make obviously.
I would fail that. Oh, okay. Actually, I wouldn't fail that. But still, like, imagine it was a really bad scramble, and you threw up in the middle, and you broke your leg. Oh, sorry, you failed. Take it again next year.
And then like Harvard or something for cubing would be like taking VBLL for just
like stuff like this would be very difficult to incorporate in some sort of like lower education, like elementary school, middle school, or high school. I could see that happening as like a college class, because there's also very different college classes that are offered at many colleges. So I could see that happening as a college class, but it's very difficult for something like that to happen as a lower education class. I'm not saying it's impossible.
I think for like above average people in high school, that wouldn't be that hard. But like
no, I'm saying like it'd be hard to convince like someone to allow it, as well as like
but like it could be an elective, and like
I know
they could like take a test to see if they'll be allowed to stay in the class or not, like to see if they're fast enough learners, or like there could be like an advanced class.
I think that anyone could really learn how to solve a cube. It just might take like different, like it's just like any subject in school. I really think so, because like
kind of like how in school there's like beginners classes or something, or like gifted classes, but then like special.
So, like when I think of learning how to solve a cube, it's kind of similar to a very difficult like math topic, which I'm not comparing it specifically to math, but it could be something else like science or English as well, where it's kind of hard to grasp, but once you know it. The reason I'm saying math is because when you think of math, it's kind of like, like certain things of cubing are intuitive, like F2L. They're kind of different every time, kind of like when you solve a math problem, it's different every time. But there's also stuff like that in other subjects. I'm just most familiar with that, so I'm going to make this analogy. So, like a difficult math topic, like at first you don't really understand it, but once you practice it and start to use it, and you kind of understand it over time.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I'm sure like at first when you explain how to do a cross to someone, they don't get it. They don't get like you can move the cube in a certain way that allows it to affect these things. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
at first you don't realize, oh, you can move it like that and then like that, you know, because you don't automatically think like that. And over time you'll understand that
Yeah,
that's
but
not
it's kind of
work.
like everything, how like this practice like gets you like used to things. Like with every subject, just like that, because like yours is practice like memorizing definitions of
Yeah, but
words.
some things come easier than others. So like maybe some things of solving a cube might be easier. Like you get like say in a beginner's method or whatever, you get how like you can do the second layer. It makes sense, you know. But like when you're trying to do the cross, it's very confusing. Like you don't understand it. Like that.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't actually be that hard to make curriculum for this. I feel like it would actually be like really cool and fun for us to make. But it would definitely be like hard finding out like where this could be taught. Like obviously like not at schools, because
I'd say I'd have to probably start in like college or something like that.
maybe there could maybe that, but like maybe there could even be like just I don't know, like cubing schools, like not like full day stuff, but like maybe every once in a while, like well, like you know how there's gymnasiums where like
Oh yeah, I understand. Like, there's other thing. Like, there's probably a lot of people that try to learn from tutorials, but they don't understand it because obviously tutorials, like, they're not there explaining. Like, if you don't get it, they're not there explaining it. You know what I mean?
that's the bad thing about tutorials. But what was I going to say? Yeah, but like, so you know how like there are like gymnastics places and stuff that people like go to take classes.
Yeah.
Like maybe there could be something like that, but with cubing, like where like once you could like go.
Well, kind of. This is probably gonna be not gonna really make that much sense, but I guess so, like how there could be like someone who teaches like magic. You know what I mean?
Like Magic, the card game, or like
No, like magic tricks or stuff like that.
Wait, so
But then like actually this is like this at my middle school there was like something called zero period and they had classes during zero period and they actually had a class that was called magic where they learned magic tricks and stuff.
wait, is that like before school starts? Like if you like go early, you could do certain classes.
Yeah, but the thing is that they stopped doing that after a while because this a few years ago they started making every single class have an end of course exam with curriculum. So that's kind of different. But I'm saying they could probably if that could be a class, then why couldn't cubing?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, that's a good analogy, I guess. I don't know.
Because magic kind of has curriculum, but I don't think it has any more curriculum than cubing could have.
Well, yeah, because cubing, there's over 43 continuing stuff you could do to do.
Okay. This is our first combination. You're gonna study this, and you're gonna learn how to solve this. Then you need to learn how to solve every single combination of the cube. That's our curriculum this year.
But what I'm saying is that like there's pretty much endless stuff for cubing. Like obviously you're never gonna be able to learn everything, so it could last forever. And like so cubing has like
everything that way. Technically.
No, because like the English language doesn't even have 200,000 words. It only has like 171,000. So that's not endless.
Listen, every single combination of the way the words can be put together.
Oh yeah, true.
Think about that.
Yeah.
It's like on the 3x3, there's only 200,000 ways that these pieces can be permuted in a way that keeps these something like that. Or say there's only 200,000 combinations or something like that for the corners. But like there's still the edges. Or I guess because how the edges have
the corners is over 3 million, but like yeah, you're using that just as an example. I get what you're saying.
Oh yeah, I think it's like it's billion something.
No, well no, it's as much as a 2x2, so 3 million about.
3 million? Oh yeah.
That's corners. But yeah, I get what you're saying. So like it's kind of like with foods, how like there are a lot of different foods, but you could also combine them in any way. So there's like unlimited with that too. And then with science, like pretty much everything is science, so there's unlimited stuff for that. And then history, there's still more, obviously a lot more that people haven't studied from the past. So I guess you're right, it is like that with everything. But I mean,
Do you think it's viable for there to be a method where that someone learned every single case on 2x2 where there was 2 pieces matched up? Like this?
I don't know how many elves that would be, but Daniel Rose Levine said like one day he might generate elves where basically you get it. I guess you could call it like double EG or something, or like basically you just so all layers would be like optimal 2 moves or 2 moves or less. So basically what you want to do is like get all like the white stickers in one layer and all the yellow stickers in another layer for example. So like
Yeah, I get it.
So it would be like for this one. Well, I don't even know what I would do for this one. I would do like
How you can do it in 2 moves, you said?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 2 moves optimal.
You two are
Oh yeah, I would do oh I know what I do. I would do like that 2 moves, and then so now it's white, and then white.
Well, I just did it on the scramble I had, and it does technically that gives like whatever. I know TCLL is something where you have a corner twist and everything else is solved, so that would just be one of those cases.
So it would be like
I don't know that though.
Yeah, like this would be about almost 5,000 elves doing this. So like it is human possible. Like Jabari, he knows that many last layer stuff.
Wait, how many elves does he know?
He knows like more than that. He knows like 40% of last layer, and there's like 17 last layer elves, which is like he knows like 6,800 elves. So that's definitely possible to learn this. Like do you know who Will Callan is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows actually a few of these elves. Double Nicholas is actually 3 moves. He's actually used it in solves before. Like,
Double Nicholas? Wait, like what way?
Like Nicholas on one layer, Nicholas on the other.
Really? How many moves? Wait, what would you do to solve that then? That's weird.
It would be F U 2 R.
What? Wait, I think I must. Wait.
Let's do R prime U2 F prime to set it up.
Wait, okay, I'll set that up. I'll get it in a second. Wait, then what layer is what color would be if you did? Wait, RU2 F prime?
So R prime U2 F prime.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
So then the L would be FU2R.
Yeah, like you would never think that. Wait, yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see that, but like when you're just looking at it. Wait, when I was looking at, I think that the AUFs were different. Like I see how this is like that. Yeah, you can see that.
So yeah, Will Callan's actually used it in some of his solves before. So like it is reasonable though to like generate all 5,000 of those.
Doesn't he? Doesn't he like use a lot of different like sets of algs, right?
Yeah, Will Callan knows like TCLL, EG, CLL. He knows a lot. I think that's why he was like talking about this. He's like, I want to learn more algs, but I'm probably gonna. So he might actually generate all these algs. But
I don't know if I'll ever learn EG 1 and 2. I started in January and I stopped after like the first 2 sets. I don't remember any of it.
The thing about like 5,000 or so algs on 2x2 is that like I don't know if anybody would be dedicated enough to learn that many for 2x2. Like 3x3 Jabari, but like fast people and like dedicated like a lot of them 2x2 is stupid.
I don't even remember the first EG1 I learned in January, which was basically the generic Soon for CLL with like basically a T perma modding, you know what I mean, like the normal thing. I know it has to do with like weird like F2s and stuff like that. I don't remember it though. I learned 14 algs and then I stopped in pursuit of and it's like the generic Soon EG1, like the normal, like what for CLL it would just be basically Soon. But anyway, I like started to learn it and I just stopped and I instead pursued like finishing full Olo because I felt like that would prove I wanted to I thought that would be more helpful for 3x3 because like on 2x2 like learning EG1 like would probably decrease my times by point something. I mean that's kind of quite a bit on 2x2 I guess, but on 3x3 I kind of wanted to improve that quite a bit because I mean
What?
I don't know. I wonder how fast you can get with just CLL. I mean, my algs are not so good. I mean, like some of my algs aren't good for CLL, and I'm not gonna switch.
Felix uses just CLL, and I think he has like a 1.7 official average or something, but he got lucky.
Yeah, but I bet his layers are much better than mine, and he can look into the last layer almost all the time, and his algs are better than mine, so.
Yeah, he probably just like perfected CLL. You could probably get like low 2 with CLL. That's probably like the best possible. But,
yeah, my main issue is my layers aren't so good. I can't usually see into the last layer unless it's pretty easy, and my recognition isn't even that great sometimes because some of my cases are still pretty not so good, and yeah, some of my cases are not so good. Like recognition is sometimes not good on someone. Like I've done YouTube before. I could improve them, but maybe I'll sit down and try to improve them one time. But I don't really care enough, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, changing the topic, but one time I wanted to like make a Florida summer rank spreadsheet, but I was too lazy. I just wanted to find out who was the best summer ranks. And
Probably you.
Yeah, it wasn't. Sorry, I'm not actually. I was too lazy to like find everybody though. I was just looking at like who was near the top rankings in a lot of events. So like, I got like, I calculated a few people. It was like me, you, Matthew Hollinger, which is actually like not good summer ranks. I think you were second for summer ranks, and then there's like somebody named Dawson Wellman who was like. Yeah, he was like decent at 2x2, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll calculate his. And I think he's third.
My goal. The thing is that maybe in my official 2x2 average at my comp in the last round I got a 2.62. But I got a counting 293, which I locked up so much on. And if I didn't mess up on that, it could have been state record, but it didn't even matter because then you moved here like a few weeks after. Because like his state record was 2.56. And mine, I got 2.64, 2.62. But like in Florida, I was the third person at the time to get a sub 3.29 average on 2x2. At the time I got that average.
You have a 3.29 average.
Someone like that came to my comp that hadn't been to a comp like 7 years, got one like 7 years ago. And then the delegate has a 3.14 from like 4 years ago or something.
James LaChamp?
Yeah, and Dawson has a 2.56. So I guess you live here now, so you have a 2.33, is it, right? Something like that? I have a 2.62. So technically there's only 3 people that are sub 3. And actually, in my competition, I was the only person that got a sub 4 in the finals.
Yeah, that 2.36 average is when I averaged like high 2. I got really lucky. It was pure sub 3.
Yeah, my average at the comp I went to probably could have been like that, but I was nervous, so. And actually on the first solve, I got like my solve was like similar to everyone else's, because I'm sure every single other person there probably used Ortega or maybe a few CLLs, but I was the only one that knew full CLL, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so most people got 2s on that. I got a 2 as well. But the thing is that I did is I canceled into the R2, F2, R2 before I finished the layer, because obviously I do CLL and I'm not just going to do Ortega, because then I could flip over and do a Y-perm. And I was nervous, so I didn't try to look into the last layer, because then I'll run out of time and I'll be really nervous unless it's extremely easy. So then I looked at it, it was soon, and I was like, oh, and I just did soon and did U2 and stopped. So I was kind of a little shaking on that. And then one time I was really like surprised because the layer was pretty easy, and I just looked and I was like, oh wait, that's a T-perm, and I just did the T-perm because like I rarely get like OLL skips. Like most of the time it's just a CLL. So there's that. And then one of the other solves I got an F, triple sexy F prime, which I know you could really just turn it over and do some sort of like B2 thing and then do the Ortega out, but that's really it's really faster to do F triple sexy F prime trying to do a rotation in some weird B2 stuff. So anyway, I looked at it and I started to do something else and I was like, wait, and then I that's when I got the 293. It was a pretty easy layer, and then F triple sexy F prime. Still got sub 3 on it, but I still had a reaction because I was like, yes, that's sub 3, because I wanted the sub 3 average. But
that like something fun we could do is like make a spreadsheet of like the history of Florida State records or something? That might be cool.
Wait,
Kind of like how Florida Keepers did.
what? Make what?
The history of Florida State records.
Oh yeah.
It's probably going to be a lot.
Pretty sure it was 8.05, but it was 7.08. The 3x3 single, at least. That's what I'm thinking about currently. That's the first thing that came to mind. That's been 7.08 for a year and 4 months. I don't know. Maybe I'll get really lucky and beat that the next weekend, but probably not. I'll probably just get sub 8 single.
Yeah. Oh my God.
James Olarte got a 921 average on my Florida State record average, first sub 10. He actually tied Felix's first sub 10 average, which that's actually the first sub 10 average ever is 9.21 by Felix. And anyway.
Wow, 7 days until the comp. I am so hyped. Well, actually, the drive to the comp is in, let's see, approximately 5 days, 16 hours, 8 minutes, and 31 seconds.
When you what? When what?
Until my dad starts driving me to the comp.
Wait, when do you leave?
I'm going to leave at like 3:30 the day before.
Oh, I'm leaving probably similar to that time because my parents own a karate school, and that's actually where I hosted my competition. They have summer camp in the summer, so they're going to like the mascot games or it's like the Amway Center. So like after they leave that, I'll have all my stuff at their karate school, and then my mom will leave right from there, and drive me there. So yeah, and it's like a 4-hour, 59-minute drive. So it's not as far as you, but it's not like that really close at all.
Yeah. So I'm really hyped for the competition, though. I'm really excited.
Oh, well, wait, when was your last competition?
April 2nd.
My last competition was last-minute qualifier, so I guess a lot of things have happened since then. Because, I don't know, it doesn't feel like... It feels like quite a while, but it doesn't feel like that long in the same way. I don't know why. I mean, a lot of things have happened. I've gotten faster at a lot of things. A lot of things have also changed, and a lot of things have happened since now and then. In that way, I was also sick on the day of that comp. At least I was feeling better than I was the day before, which was really sick. But
The longest gap between two of my comps was my first and second comp. It was 3 weeks, 2 months, and 1 week.
What?
The longest gap between two of my comps was 3 months and 1 week and 1 week.
Oh, the longest gap between one of my comps was 6 months and how many weeks? Like 3 weeks, I think. That was really fun. That was so fun. And you know how much my 3x3 average changed between those two? Only 4.99. Actually, yeah, 4.99. 17.84 to 12.85, but I was expecting better for 3x3 at that time. And that comp, I probably didn't know what I was thinking. I expected a sub 3 average on 2x2 because I had a 2.7 average of 50 or something and like a 2.9 average of 100, something like that. So I expected a sub 3 average. Little did I know, I failed miserably. And in the finals, I almost got my first podium, and it was almost in 2x2. I got no sub 3 singles the whole day anyway, and it was like 3 rounds or something. Actually,
what event was your first podium in?
Oh, it was actually in February. Actually, the same day as your competition. It was in 3 events. My first podium was on the one day, and it was in 3 events. It was the first Florida comp since June. It was in February 11th. That was the first Florida comp since June 17th or something. It was the last Florida comp. It was last June 2016. Was the same weekend as Slow and Steady June that month of 2016. I don't know if you went to that or not, but there was I know it was the same weekend as that.
Wait, what?
The last competition, the last competition before February 11th in Florida was in June of 2016, and it was the same weekend as Slow and Steady competition that same month.
I didn't go to that. No.
Okay, I'm just saying that I wasn't sure. Anyway, so I podiumed in skew, pyraminx, and 2x2. 3x3 and 2x2. Okay, 2x2 wasn't terrible. It wasn't so bad. It was like a low 3 average. Not as good as I averaged, but I didn't fail like skew and pyraminx. Pyraminx especially. So I don't know if you know Reed. He was in some of the calls. So these were my solves on pyraminx. I sat down, got pretty lucky and surprised that I got a last layer skip, and it was like a 3 or something like that. Pretty happy though, because it was like third in Florida or fourth in Florida, something like that, because there's not that many people that are that good at pyramid in Florida. So then on my second solve, I think I get a 5, or I think I get a 6. Oh no. I think I got an 8 on the second solve. Then I get a 4, then a 5, I think. Then on the last solve, this is right when I inspect, I pick up my cube. I just said, okay, wait. Actually, right when I sit down, people are like saying yes and everything, because Reed, he gets a 2.94 state record pyramid solve. So like everyone's like freaking out because I don't know, like they're because it's like there's a bunch of new competitors and like people are freaking out, and he was pretty happy about it too. So I guess that encouraged it. And I just wanted to let me go. I just want to go. You know what I mean? I pick up the cube, and it was a pretty easy scramble because it's like the same scramble you got a 2.94 on. I start my solve. I find out that it's the wrong cube. They accidentally took my backup main, and I hadn't been warming up at least on my other cube at all, and I didn't know. And I mess up terribly and lock up and can't even do the last layer out, which I'm on at like 4 or 5, even though I messed up. And I get an 8, which means a counting 8, which made my average a 6.45. And I was really nervous. And obviously, I didn't think like I could get an extra or anything just because it was the wrong scramble. But I found out that the delegate was actually going to allow me to do that because I don't know why he was going to allow me to get an extra scramble, but I already signed it. So yay, I couldn't. Because I already signed off for the time. So obviously now I can't, there's no chance of that. So next time I need to make sure that there's no way that I can actually get an extra scramble before I actually sign for a time, because I wasn't sure. I was going to not be sure. I was going to like, then I just signed it because I was really upset at the time, you know, counting 8. And it was still a PB average because, you know, I improved quite a bit. It was a 6.45 average, tying Felix's old world record. But it was just, I guess it was kind of disappointing at the time. And Skewb, it wasn't as big of a fail. I just locked up terribly and did bad in every single solve. My best solve didn't even break my PB single, and I got an 8 average.
Yeah.
So like Pyraminx, I guess that was probably a big fail at the time. Did pretty good in other things at that comp though.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm hoping to like get a lot of podiums at the next comp though. What?
There's also a competition in Florida, in Orlando, the end of next month, and I see a lot of people out of state have been signing up and stuff. So like the psych sheet is like really filled up with a bunch of fast people as of now.
What was I going to say?
You want to get a lot of podiums?
Oh yeah. I'm hoping to podium. I'm most likely gonna podium in Skew, Blind, Feet, and Claw, and then 3x3 and OH. I'm hoping to podium in that, but I probably won't, because like sub 10 is 3x3 podium, so I most likely won't get that.
Unless you do good and other people don't.
Yeah. You're doing every event there, right?
What?
You're doing every event there, right?
Wait, what did you say?
You're doing every event there, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Trying to think of what event I should do. I guess I could do 3 blind because they're having it at that comp. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do Few because I want to.
I got a sub 4 average of 12 earlier today, which was PB for me.
Wait, you have a sub 4 average of 12? I have a 4.405.
Oh, I got a because I got a It was pretty lucky though.
Yeah.
So what'd you say you average?
On Skew?
Yeah.
Barely sub 5.
And your PB average of 12 is 4.4?
4.04.
Oh, okay, that's what I was about to say. Okay. Yeah, my old PB average of 12 was like 4.03 or something.
Cool.
There's 73 people signed up for the competition.
For, oh yeah, keeping night.
No, the one this week, next weekend.
Oh.
Well, you're second on the psych sheet for skew.
Yeah, but no corner. Averages.
Probably won't get that.
Wait, he won't.
He probably won't.
Yeah.
But I average. I wouldn't say I'm really fully sub 5. I'm not really sure. I mean, I get quite a bit of 5 solves, so I'd probably say I average 4 to 5. But I want a sub 5 average. I mean, I have 2 rounds, so I don't think that's hard to expect. I mean, like, I don't think that's too much to expect.
Yeah. Even though I'm a lot better at feet than I am at Scube, I'm probably gonna win Scube, but not feet.
Wait, you should imagine. How would you feel if you got 3 1s in a row on Scube and they were all 1-1-1? And then your next solve, you got a 53, and then the last solve, you got a DNF.
Rip my life.
You'd have a NAR. You'd have that would be so sad.
Wait, accounting 53? I would not have a NOR.
Yeah, no, you had 3 1s in a row. And they were all 1.11. You'd have a NAR single, and you got it 3 times in a row.
But what is it to the thousandth? That's the question. What are the 3? Even though that wouldn't matter. Is it like 1.112?
How would you feel if they eliminated feet as an event?
I would cry, literally. I'd actually cry.
I don't think they would eliminate an event. I mean, Magic actually, like, that made sense. There's the same thing every time.
You mean from the WCA? I thought you meant from the competition. From the WCA, that would be even worse. I
don't think they could really do that because they had a reason for Magic, but what would their reason be for feet?
People are like, ew, it's good, it's stupid. When really they have.
But WCA wouldn't say that.
Exactly.
The WCA board. This is what they say about feet not being an event anymore. Ooh, it's gross. It's stupid.
Yeah, but I hate how people say it's gross and stupid when it's so prejudiced because like they haven't even tried it. They're just like, ew, they use your feet. But like Chris Choi is a good example of that.
What? Who?
Chris Choi. He was like, ew, feet. I don't like feet. But then he got like really good at feet and one. Well, not really good, but like.
Yeah, he try it like one time.
Yeah, and then he
I think he was just saying. No, at first he was saying that it just takes him so long, so he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, but no, he's also saying that like he didn't like it and like ew. But then when I
the main reason I don't like to practice it is because it's just so tiring and I messed up so much and it's just like tiring.
Now that my cube died, it's so tiring. But I ordered a cube and the cubicle's taking a while, so I'm probably my chances of getting a NAR is now like 0 because like.
Wait, what happened to your cube?
It died from being used so much, like it just got really bad. So I'm hoping my big sale comes before the competition, but like if it doesn't, I'm screwed. I kind of already am screwed because like, well, my cube died. So I'm just.
Wait, so you're not using your big sale?
Well, I'm not using my current big sale. I ordered another one.
Well, how long do you think it'll take to be here?
I ordered it on like Wednesday, but it shipped on Thursday, I think. So, but I made another order. It was like a big order on Monday, but it also shipped on Thursday, like a little bit after though, which is weird because I ordered it before.
So if it shipped on Wednesday, it'll be here before next Friday.
Well, let's see. I mean,
I've never had an order take that long after being shipped.
It took like a day to be shipped. So.
No, after being shipped.
So. Oh wait, no, it didn't ship yet. What am I saying? It said preparing for shipment. It still said preparing for shipment. It went from processing to preparing for shipment. But my order from
Did you
Monday.
get standard shipping?
What?
Did you get standard shipping?
I got like estimated 2 or 3 days or something because I made a for my big order, but not for my big sale. But my big sale seems like it's going a lot faster, even though I did standard shipping.
Oh.
And then I did like expedited shipping or whatever it's called for my big order. So I honestly have no clue when they're gonna come. Let's just hope they come as soon as possible. I'm gonna be so mad if my cubes don't come before they come. And they probably won't. Well, they probably will. I don't know. They haven't shipped yet, though.
You know, on the day of Worlds, I'm just gonna like swim across the ocean and just go there and watch.
Yeah, because that will happen.
I remember actually when I first learned how to solve the cube, like Worlds 2013 was like the month after, and like it was in Las Vegas, and I was like, oh, can I go to that? And she was just like, no. And I just learned how to solve it.
When I learned a cube, I'm such a noob that, and like obviously my parents didn't know much about cubing either. When I first learned how to solve a cube, my mom's like, well, Tommy, I could take you to the world championship, but we realized my mom said like she was looking it up because we didn't know WCA. She's like, world Rubik's Cube champion, and so she looked it up, and I like learned when Worlds was going on. So mom's like, my mom is like, I'm sorry, Tommy, but it already passed. So I'm like, well, I wanted to go to Worlds. She actually would have taken me.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Because she thought I was like an expert back then. Just because I solved the Rubik's Cube.
I want to go to Worlds 2019.
2019. Do you know where it's gonna be?
That's like that's actually when I graduate because I'm a grade ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to 11th grade, but I'm actually supposed to be going 10th grade. But so I graduate right like the year that Worlds 2019 is.
Cool. What grade did you skip?
Oh, I did 6th grade online while I was in 5th grade. So.
Wait, what?
I did 6th grade online while I was in 5th grade.
Wow. It seems like you do a lot of extra work. Do you do it purposely just to like get it done and you want to like skip stuff, or like? Well, I work terribly, but like.
I guess it sounds like I'm like really good at doing like a ton of stuff or whatever, but really like I took like 3 classes online, including 2 AP classes and chemistry honors. And I would always give excuses why I can do more work another day. And like, I ended up finishing everything, but like, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of like sometimes cubed instead of like doing my online classes. And I always found reasons why I could do it other times. And I like get back, like I get picked up and go to my parents' karate school and sit there, like do 7x7 or 5x5 for an hour. And then maybe start doing my work a little bit.
So like, if you wanted to, could you like do another grade online and like skip another grade?
Why would I want to? I wouldn't really want to do that now, though, because next year I'm starting to do dual enrollment online, and basically I can start finishing my AA degree while I'm doing high school still.
Yeah,
so
like,
by the time I'm done with 12th grade, and it's all for free, like it's free college technically. So I'll be done with my entire AA degree or 2 years of college when I graduate. So that's technically free college, like out of the way. And you get it for free because I'm in high school and I'm accepted into dual enrollment, so not really.
Wait, so but like if you wanted to, would you be allowed though to like do another grade online?
Technically, it would just be graduating early because technically in high school I only have 2 more required classes in high school, and that's 2 more English classes, and technically that's all the requirements I have left.
So wait, are you saying that like you're allowed to do free time like for the rest of the day whenever you don't take English?
Well, no, because I'm doing English on I'm doing English. That's technically what's required, but I'm doing English on dual enrollment, so I'm doing the college English instead. And during the day, I'll be doing AP Physics, which counts as college credit, as well as AP Calculus BC, which also counts as college credit, and a bunch of orchestra classes and required VPA class, such as some some like music tech and sound thing or whatever, and then like some electives. So basically, just have 2 core classes and then a bunch of electives. Which I
Cool.
guess I could technically get picked up early, but I wouldn't really want to do that
Wait, why wouldn't you want to?
because I wouldn't.
Why would you?
Technically, well, I basically just have 1 class left over. So, I mean, I already have all the classes I'm going to take. I'd rather just, like, I don't know, like,
Stay there and do homework or something?
no, I'd rather, like, do other electives than just go home.
What?
I wouldn't want to leave every day in the middle of the day. It just seems weird.
I mean,
And also, it's also some sort of issue because if I don't have a class, I can't be there. But then when I have to stay after school for like, because it's far away, and then there's things I have to stay after school for. So then what do I do? Or do I? And then it's kind of really difficult to figure that out because there's things I have to stay after school for, and there's classes that are only in specific periods. So it would end up that I wouldn't go to like 3rd and 5th period or something, and then I just go home during 3rd and 5th period. Where do I go? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Weird to kind of figure those things out because my schedule is pretty complicated this year because
So
classes I have to take.
what do you do when like you don't have a class?
I'm gonna have a different. I mean, I wouldn't have to, but I'm gonna take other like electives instead.
Or like student to look at like college credits or something?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I technically am taking some classes for college credit, but like I'm taking other orchestra classes for like other instruments and stuff as well. And I'm taking well, at least AP Calc VC technically can give you 8 college credits if you get a 4 on it.
Wow.
On the exam, which that's like over 2. That could almost count. That's like almost like 3 college classes, almost 3.
Wait,
Technically,
how old are
2
you?
like weighted college classes.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Oh.
I turned 15 like a few months ago.
So you're 15 and you're like taking college classes. Wow. I find that to be very impressive.
Well, there's like a lot of people in 9th grade take AP classes, so
Yeah, but like,
only like 1 though.
you're saying you already pretty much did like 2 years of college?
Well, not yet. I'm gonna have that done when I'm done with high school.
Wait, did you just graduate 11th grade or 10th grade?
10th grade.
Oh, so you have 2 years left.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now.
I kind of like, because like when I think I'm going to 11th grade, that sounds old, but really I'm the age of going to 10th grade.
Yeah.
The other kind of weird thing is that when in middle school, I only had 2 years of middle school since I did 6th grade online during 5th grade. So I just went there and then there was 1 more year and then it was done.
Just do like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade online during kindergarten, and then yeah.
That's kind of different. That's kind of hard though, because like, well, it's kind of like you'd have to be going to a school. That would not really be good for social development. Like, go from kindergarten to 4th grade. That's really weird.
You know, I was just joking about that, but like, I mean, it doesn't seem like the social stuff like obviously wouldn't be like.
It's kind of different when you're older, like in middle and high school, there's not as much of a difference, like 13, 15, 13, 14, stuff like that. But like 5 and 8, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. But yeah, but like the work wouldn't be that hard. I mean, for somebody that young, it probably would, but like, I don't know. It's just, like,
I actually, at a summer music camp I went to last year at FSU, I went to a summer music camp for like 2 weeks. It was an orchestra thing. There was one other person in my room that we stayed in. It was kind of was like a college dorm, but actually there was supposed to be 4 people, but there was only 2 people in our room for some reason, so we had like so much extra space. Okay, so this person was going into 11th grade, and this was last year, so they're done with 11th grade now, and they were turning 14 in the summer, so they were 13 after they finished 10th grade.
wait, what? How many grades did they skip? 2?
No, yeah, I think they went. Okay, the thing is, they were born in another country. Like, is their parents were on a military base or something? So they moved all around all the time. He lived at some points in like India and other places like that. So he was kind of in other places where school systems were more advanced. So he went more ahead.
Wow.
So kind of like that. I think he might have skipped 1 grade or something, but
Well, if he's 13, graduating 10th grade, let me think.
but but basically, this is like normal 8th grade. So like he's turning 14 in the year of September to September. Cause like, I don't know if it's different where like you were originally from, but like in least, wait, I think this might just be in, wait, I'm pretty sure that it might be like this, but I've never heard of anyone else in Florida that their start date isn't like September 1st. I know it's definitely in my county, but like other people from other places in Florida, at least they had the same start date. But it might be different in other places in Florida. But at least like
mine is like August 14th or something like that.
No. I mean like the date that like when you start kindergarten, you have to be 5 by this certain date. That's like that's what.
In my other school, it was October 1st, but I don't know this one.
Oh, at least and in my county, Orange County, and at least a bunch of other places in Florida that some of my friends have lived, it's always September 1st. You have to be 5 by September 1st, which is always like a few weeks into the school year. So there was only a few people that like did turn like at the beginning of like say 3rd grade. You're in 3rd grade technically you turn like I guess 9 during the school year. There was only a few people that were turning 8 at the beginning of the school year. Wait. Yeah. So technically he was in 10th grade. Technically you're supposed to turn 16 during the year of 10th grade. So he's turning 14 in that year because he turns 14 in July, which is part of the September to September, or it would be October to October, which is pretty similar, you know. So he's turning 14 in that kind of year. So technically, he's supposed to be in 8th grade, but he's in 10th grade. So, and he's a young 8th grader. So he'd be one of the, if he was in 8th grade, he'd be one of the youngest 8th graders, but he's still in 10th grade anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think even though he was doing that, I was doing dual enrollment, which technically in the end would make me 1 year ahead of him because technically doing dual enrollment would take 2 years off. So, but he said he was on like the track team or something, and no one had any idea that he was that young. They just assumed he was normal age because he had a pretty deep voice. He was not that short, so people just assumed he was that age.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you're just gonna assume that someone's younger. I mean, unless they look very young, like I guess like that. I mean, when I went into 9th grade, I had extremely high pitched voice, like extremely, and I was pretty annoying, I guess, like much more. I mean, like when I think back to myself then, I was a lot different, I guess.
Yeah, right now your voice is like really deep.
Oh, if you like go back on my channel, just like maybe even a year and a half, it'll be an extreme difference. And if you go back to my first video, like that's like crazy. That was 4 years ago. But like I even listened to my video Christmas morning, December 25th, 2015. My voice is extremely different. And that was when I was in 9th grade, so it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But like I didn't notice any change. It was just like the thing. I was like, and also at the time I didn't think my voice was that high. But it's obviously you don't really notice change unless like, because you're there. Like obviously, if you don't see someone for an entire year, you're probably gonna notice an extreme change in what they look like. But if you see someone every day for a year, you're not gonna think that there was any change.
Yeah, my voice is still really high pitched.
Well, probably not as high pitched as mine was. At least, probably when I was around like when I was probably like 2 years ago, mine was probably higher. Definitely when I was in elementary school, I had an extremely high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it. Like, obviously, hearing myself, I thought it was normal. But, like, I can think back to what I sounded like. Because I've seen videos of myself. It's probably a good thing. I didn't start going to competitions. Until I started getting back into cubing. Because, I don't know. I feel like, anyway, even not even last year, I did stuff that I even because I wasn't just experienced, I just didn't know what I should have been doing or whatever, I guess. I did stuff that I probably like is not really what you should be doing in a competition, like especially having a timer and timing my solve while someone else is officially solving and I'm judging them. Which I had no idea that I shouldn't do that, but obviously now I realize that's not a good idea, which I'd never thought. I was like, oh, I would never think that you shouldn't do that. But obviously now I know that that's not a good idea. Because it can severely distract the person doing that.
Yeah, you could get punished with the WCA.
Yeah.
Well, like inexperience, that's different. Inexperience.
Well, the only thing I don't know if I could do is like sit there and judge a multi-blind attempt that takes an hour.
Like now, you think that's the only thing you can do?
I mean, I think I could do it. It'd be so tiring because you just sit there and watch someone because you're supposed to be just focusing on what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like making sure everything they're doing is like you know what I mean? They're not turning a cube. They're not like doing anything against the regulations. So technically, you're supposed to be watching what they're doing. So I just feel like I'd be so bored just watching them memorize cubes for like 40 minutes. I mean, like watching them solve cubes, I guess that's more climactic, but like
I could probably do that only because I'm like, well, like it depends. If it's like a fast blind solver, like doing a lot of cubes, that's different.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like one that's doing like 40 cubes or something like that. I mean, it's different, obviously. Like if they're doing like a small amount of cubes, maybe.
There's somebody doing a small amount, but like they're slow. But like if it's like an older person or like in a lot younger person, that'd be pretty interesting to watch. So, like if it's like a 40-year-old doing it or like a 4-year-old doing it.
Yeah, but like I feel like it would just be very tiring to do that. But especially if it took them a long time to execute, because then you have to hold the thing there.
Yeah.
There's also people that have like the things like the built-in like things that go over that. So there's that as well. Sometimes they don't have that or don't use that.
Yeah.
But obviously, like judging 7x7 solves, another thing that I feel like would be very difficult is to judge someone that takes a very, very long time at like big cubes. Maybe 7x7. But then I think it'd be 9 minutes is the worst for everything. Unless, imagine they had a competition where they could go over 10 minutes and you had to use a stopwatch.
I'm pretty sure like a Northeast competition, I think there's somebody, like there wasn't the cutoff on 4x4, so somebody was averaging like 9 minutes and did their full average.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that on Cube Comps, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure like delayed the comp a lot.
Oh my god, they should have had a cutoff. Like that's not a good idea.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like it's good for them that I guess like they can't. If they were gonna do that, I mean, I remember when it took me that long to solve a 4x4. But like obviously with some practice, it's obvious that they aren't very experienced at 4x4 because like obviously with practice you can get much quicker, at least.
Yeah.
I would say like.
Yeah, I was not exactly a good improver when I was slow at 4x4. Like I did not improve fast, even though there was so much room for improvement.
Well, I'm saying like. Yeah, like when I averaged over 1 minute, I think it took me like 5 or 6 minutes for 4x4 or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, like since I started cubing, I basically learned how to solve a bunch of different puzzles. Not really getting fast and stuff. I tried, but it was very difficult for me. Like back in 2013 and stuff. So I knew how to solve a ton of puzzles. I just was not fast at all.
You've been a lot longer than me. Well, like your history dates back a lot more cubing wise. Well, like even not speed cubing, but like
I kind of did speed cube, but not really. I guess like I just wasn't very good at it at all. Like I have a video on my channel from 20. When was this? Oh wait, never mind. No, this is actually when I started cubing again. So like when I started cubing again, I kind of mixed those feelings with things before because I still felt the same as though I was really slow, and it took like a few months before I actually started getting fast. Like not fast, but like actually improving. So like 2015 when I started cubing again, I have a video on my channel of like a sub 10 solve on 2x2. And I was extremely impressed with it. And I also have like a 2x2
You were,
last layer scale.
but you were impressed by yourself? What?
But I was really impressed with having I guess like I was
Like,
really
whoa, that guy is fast. Who is that? Oh wait, that's me.
no, but you know what I mean. Like I was really happy with getting a sub 10 single on 2x2, like and also on camera. I was taking a slow motion, like I don't know. I took a slow motion and was trying to do it, and I wanted to see it like I was doing 2x2 souls in slow motion, and I had it so you could see the timer. So and I got a sub 10, and the reason I got a sub 10, this is really funny. I learned a case on 2x2 since I was really inexperienced on 2x2. This is before I even learned like OLO on PLO for 2x2. I learned a case. It was basically basically where you did 4x4 parity. It was a last layer case, and I did 4x4 parity. And I was on the case at like 3 seconds, but it took me like 7 seconds to do the parity. It's basically a CLO on 2x2 that I currently know, but it was basically it was like one of the cases I used the R. It was like righty anti-soon, lefty soon, but except two of the pieces were like switched. So then when I saw it, I basically tried it before, and I ended up getting the exact same case when I did it. But obviously, at the time I used hand scrambles because I didn't know what things like CS timer and stuff were. I'd never really used it, except one time. The one time I actually started using timers is because I remember that one day I actually used this weird. It was called Rubik timer or something like that, and it basically was just had like I don't even think it had scrambles. You could just like show your times and stuff. And I did that like a long time ago, 2013, when I was really slow. And I thought about timers and stuff, and then I found out about CS timer. And this is after I joined like a Florida Cubing Facebook page, and I think that's how I actually found out about it. And so this is like when I actually first started doing CS timer. I actually got when I first started using it, I ended up getting like my first ever sub 40 single. Like, and I beat my PB that had been lasting for technically almost 3 years because I stopped cubing for a long time. But like I was really, really happy when I broke that PB of almost like 3 years.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But like I actually forgot to solve a cube between the times that I cubed because it'd been quite a while until I actually got back into cubing.
How did you
I
get
actually
back?
forgot how to do the last layer cases. I mean, I could do everything else except last layer. I forgot.
How did you get back into cubing?
Oh, so okay, so there was this person in my orchestra class solving a cube, and I was like, oh, I should try that again. This was close to Halloween 2016. It's weird when I think back then. It's really hard for me to think, what did I do in the time that I do now cubing? What did I do? I know there was stuff I did. I just don't remember. Like, what did I do like in that time? I know I do other stuff in my life, but I mean, like, I do cube quite a bit. So I'm like thinking, what did I do when I didn't cube? But anyway, there was this person in my class that was solving a cube. I didn't say anything to them, and I just was like remembering I can solve a cube. I was like, can I still solve a cube? Like, I mean, I remember I used to be able to solve a cube. So I learned how to solve a cube again because I was like, I should try this again. And right in the room that I'm in right now, there was like this table that I computers at. This table used to be on the other side of my room. Like things were shifted around a little bit, but I had this cabinet that had a bunch of cubes, and I had like a bunch of cubes on my desk and stuff. And I remember one day my mom was like, "Oh, are you ever gonna use those again?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm using them like now." And I woke up in the morning, I was just trying like some of the cubes, but I don't think I ever really solved them that much, or maybe I kind of knew how to solve them, but I wasn't really doing it that much. I think it was actually two things though, because I remember there was another time there was someone at my parents' karate school that wanted to know how to solve a cube, and I think this was around the same time that I saw that person in my class solving the cube, or it was close to that time, and they wanted me to solve the cube for them because my parents knew I could solve, or I used to be able to. And I literally had to look up the algorithms online to solve it. I looked on like the Rubik website that shows that guide or whatever, but it was different back then. It used like the actual beginner's method rather than CFOP-based beginner's method, which that's not where I originally learned from. I learned that to solve the cross on the first.
What is the actual beginner's method?
Well, it's like where you do one layer, then the second layer. Well, at least the beginner's method that I learned, I mean, I did cross, then the corners. Wait. Then I did the second layer, and I'm going to spare myself and just do that F2L case because it's like crap to try to do twice. Then, I don't remember specifically how I do. Okay, yeah. To get a cross on top, technically, that's what I did. And it's just so hard not to see the oil because that's what I do. Anyway, then you basically permute the edges after you get the edges oriented by doing soons of some sort. I don't remember how I did it. Ugh, I'm stupid. I held it in some way. Yeah, I got that. Now you basically just do knit glosses, which I didn't know what that was at the time, until you have the edges, the corners permuted. Then you just do like RG, D prime, RD, but that's not what I did. I did some weird thing where I did RU2, R prime, U prime, RU, R prime, L prime, U2, L, U, L, U, L, wait, L prime, U, L. And I kept doing that until I got like a pair of 2 or something. It was pretty inefficient, but that's what I used originally. And so that's basically what I used, but basically the generic would be you do R prime, D prime, RD. But I heard one of my friends who actually used to like cube and stuff, he said that he learned on like the Rubik website, and it showed him that basically you get the cross on top, then you do some sort of soons and stuff and over until you get all the corners oriented, something like that. Then you do like an A perm, and then you do a U perm multiple amount of times until it's solved.
Yeah.
So like I guess that's another type of beginner's method, but I feel like that would, I don't know why, but I feel like it would be more difficult because I feel like the orienting of the corners is much more like harder to figure out, which is similar to me when I was trying to do 2x2. Because 2x2, I basically tried to orient the corners until I got them oriented, then I did A perm twice. So I guess that's kind of similar to what I did on 2x2. If I use that method, I might be better at 2x2 back then. But I feel like the original beginner's method I used was probably better in some ways, but the last step wasn't very good. Anyway, I mean, obviously they're not really good methods for getting really fast at, but yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite PLL?
Probably the JB perm.
What about your least favorite PLL?
The, what's it called? V perm.
Oh, my least favorite is the N perm, where the 2x1 block is on the right.
Oh yeah.
My V perm is faster than that by like over 0.2, at least 0.2.
Even though the F perms are like really inefficient, I still like F perm just because of like the finger tricks.
I used to use a different F perm. It was less moves, but it wasn't very like good and it wasn't very finger trick friendly.
Yeah.
Basically, I just like held the 3x1 bar in the front. I did R prime U, R U prime R2, big B prime, and then a rotation. Wait, big B prime. Yeah. Wait. And I did R prime U R and then a rotation, then R U R prime U prime R2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I bet if I got an F perm in FMC and I had a really good something else and I couldn't find any sort of insertion because that'd probably be weird to try to do, I would do that F perm with rotations. Because that's significantly less. Even though 14 moves, it's like a lot less than something else. So I guess by now I know quite a bit of PLLs that are faster, less moves than the ones I know. Even though I didn't really purposely learn them for FMC, I just ended up learning, knowing.
How many moves optimal is an F perm?
I have no idea. Is there
wait, why did you say 14 moves?
That's the one that that's another F perm I know.
Oh.
It's just faster than the F perm that I use for speed solving. Less moves.
I could use Cube Explorer to find out the optimal for each PLL, but I'm too lazy to do that right now.
The F perm I use is 19 moves, but if I use that one, it would be 14. So
yeah, that's the one like everybody uses.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm saying the R The one that I know, the efficient one, isn't the R prime U prime F. It's a different one.
Yeah, I know. I use the other one I know is one that I use for feet. It's like wait, I know two other ones actually. I know one that's RUL gen, and I know one that goes like F prime U F U prime F2 L prime U prime L U F U prime F2 R prime F prime R.
Imagine there was one algorithm for to solve all 4 F2L slots, and then one algorithm to solve all 4 F2L slots and to orient the edges of the last layer, or at least not. Oh wait, if there was an algorithm to solve the last 2 F2L pairs and orient the edges of the last layer, and then full ZBLL.
That'd be amazing. I think there's like 1,200 cases for just the last 2 pairs. Like if you wanted to do like double slotting, multi-slotting, whatever. There's like 12.
Well then, basically, so but then it depends if the pairs are adjacent or if they're opposite.
I'll be right back.
Okay. What's over there? Okay. Here.
I am back. Hello?
Oh, I'm right here.
Okay. Oh, a long time ago, Chris Troy asked, I'm gonna Noah's tutorial. Is that what you got? He was talking about.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like an hour and 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, for four blind, I learned from
4 blind?
For four
Was he
blind,
talking about 4 blind?
I learned from Noah's tutorial. On 5 blind, I just knew how to do it for 4 blind and 3 blind.
Well, the way I do 4 and 5 blind is I just like put a blindfold on and just look under the blindfold.
Oh yeah, that's.
There was actually like a person that got a bunch of world records, including some blindfolded world records, but they found out he was like looking under the blindfold. This was like 10 years ago, and he got all of his solves DNF'd in like a 3-year ban, and he actually podiumed at like World Championship 2007. And he like never gave back the prize money.
Wow.
And he's never been to a competition since. And he got like a bunch of world records and other things as well.
Wait, what's his name? I think it's
Matthias Kuti, I think.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of him until like yesterday or today or something.
That's really dishonest, though. Like to do that. Like, that is not cool to do.
But like I saw one of his in one of his video, like he had a video. I looked online on YouTube, and it was like video of him doing official 3x3 blind solve. And like when they put like the paper in front of his blindfold, he seemed to like hesitate. And then he just finished a solve, and it was nowhere near solved. It was like 120 or something like that. But apparently, I heard like he does something where he did something where he tracks the edges after solving the corners, like a 2x2 or something like that. Yeah, he's just looking through the blindfold. 1 second. best thing would be to solve this blindfolded with your feet. 1 foot.
Do multi-blind FMC on that.
Oh, multi-blind FMC. How do you even do that?
No, up for that.
Oh, so you have to memorize you memorize all the blindfolded solutions and you write them down while blindfolded and you write them down with your feet.
22 by 22 OH with feet FMC multi-blind.
22 by 22 OH. Oh no, OF. It would be
Yeah.
OF.
Yeah, if you combine the two. So
Yeah.
22 by 22 with 1 foot fewest moves blindfolded.
That would be very difficult. And you use your 1 foot to turn it around and like look for the solution. Then while you're blindfolded,
And
you
it's
write down the
multi-blind.
solution. You write down like all the different things you'd have to do.
And it has to be under 80 moves. 22
Oh
by
my god. All of them combined?
1 foot, yes.
I don't even think it's like the average, like the amount of move count. Like it would, like the God's number for that would probably be like over 1,000. Would it be?
22 by 22, easily. Yeah, easily over 1,000. I wonder what God's number is for like 4 by 4 and 5 by 5.
I think that's hard. I don't think they found it because like originally when they were trying to find it for like 3 by 3 and stuff, they had it up to like 30 and they kept proving it. The way they did it is they proved that it wasn't a number or whatever. They kept finding different ways to prove that it wasn't a 26 or higher or 25 or higher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, you know how people like find out that stuff? I honestly have no idea like how people find out.
They like it's like they use like some sort of like thing to like prove it or some sort of like.
It's kind of like how it'll always
I was
remain.
reading stuff about this. Like I don't know if you know who this is, but it's like what's his name? The Cubing Historian on YouTube. He has a video about it. I think he explains it pretty well.
Yeah,
He has pretty cool videos as well.
I've heard of it, but yeah, it's kind of like how I know it. It'll always remain a mystery to how Herbert Cousins or whatever his name is.
Wait, who posts what?
What?
What'd you say? Who posts what?
Herbert Kosiember or whatever his name is, like found all the computer generator optimal solutions or something like that. Are you doing 4x4 OH?
Yes.
My best is like 159 on that or 157.
Oh, I got a 151 the other day, and I've gotten a 140 something before with double parity.
Wow.
It was pretty lucky though, because the reduction was like 1 minute or something.
Can't believe Antoine Canteen has a sub 1 4x4 OH.
No, the Max Park has like a really amazing 4x4 OH stuff.
Oh, yes. I thought,
From a year ago too, and it was still like he had like low 50s or something.
oh, I didn't see that because I remember when Antoine had the VWR, but I'm gonna look it up.
I think it's Max unless the Antoine got something new I don't know about. Oh, I'm done with reduction at 111.
Max got a 47.
Oh my gosh.
That's good for me, like normal for this.
That's like I wouldn't be mad at myself if I got double parity with an E-perm in a terrible OLL and I got that solved. I wouldn't be upset in any way, form, or fashion.
Okay. Have you ever done 2048?
I've played it before, but it's been a while.
Yeah,
Well,
Max Park is second.
I'm done. I'm done.
Max Park is the second in the world for the fastest time doing that.
Okay, I was doing a V-perm OH on 4x4 one-handed, and I was almost done at 141, and I messed it up, and it just like I was like, oh, I'm not doing this. I just stopped it. It was at 141. I was almost done with the V-perm, and I messed it up. Oh well, that was good.
Did you hear what I said though? Max Park is like second in the world or something for 2048.
Yeah, I think he did it for like he stopped he stopped getting seriously in cubing for like a little while and like did like speed runs of that. It's on his channel.
Yeah, I saw. I'm gonna watch it again because it's just so
Wait, you know JR Cuber?
Of course I know JR Cuber.
Okay. Anyway, like I was actually surprised, but like he has this cube like episodes like where people like suggest challenges.
Yeah.
like in one of like April or something, the challenge or one of the months, the challenge that I suggested, it was actually in the video, and it was 5x5 one-handed.
Whoa, cool.
But I beat him by like a minute and a half. But I mean, he doesn't even practice 5x5. The thing is that the funny thing about that is I was in Colorado at the time, and this was like the day the day of New Year's morning that I woke up. My hand was freezing cold, and I still ended up being at like 4 minutes 30 on 5x5 one-handed. And I uploaded to my channel. And the thing is that I think I commented in like one of the months, and then the next month I reposted the comment. The thing is that like this is like surprising though, because I didn't even remember that I posted the thing for like to be submitted for the challenge, you know. So when he said that it was my challenge that he was doing, I was like extremely surprised because I didn't even remember that I did that.
Yeah. Max Park is so insane. He does this so fast. I'm watching his 2048 speed run. It's crazy.
You know that like he originally had like issues with motor skills before like he started cubing.
Issues with what?
Motor skills, like with so that's why his mom brought him a cube.
What is motor skills?
Like moving, like stuff like that, like coordination with like hand-eye coordination, stuff like that. Well, apparently that's helped a lot because like see how fast he can he is at cubing.
Yeah.
I don't know what video I saw on that or something.
Do you know who Easy Cubing is?
Yeah.
That cringe guy. He made a video. He made a video. Who is Max Park?
Oh, I think I'm subscribed to him, but I
am, even though I like dislike his channel. I'm subscribed to him just to see what cringy content he releases.
He was saying like the Felix versus like Max. Yeah, and I said in the comments how like definitely Felix, like by far, because Felix is pretty decent. Like he's pretty okay at every event, and like he's really good at quite a bit of events, and he's like even he's actually still faster than Max at 3x3. But he's still playing a bunch of other events. Like Max, he only competes in like 5 events or something like that. More than that, like 6 or 7 or something like that. I think it's 3 through 7 OH. I think that's it.
Doesn't he doesn't do Mega Mix, does he?
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He has like official results in 2x2, but it's from a long time ago. You know what's funny to think? At the beginning of 2016, he got his first sub-9 average.
Oh my god, he improved so fast.
And he like posted like a sub-9 average of 100. Okay, the first time I get my first ever sub-9 average of 100, I'm going to say I can do it. I can have a 3x3 world record average in 1 year and 3 months. I can. I'm saying it's possible. Am I gonna do it? Probably not. Good.
If you're Max Park.
Do you think I can get a sub-9 average of 100 this year? I mean, mine's 9.4 right now. I think I can.
Yeah, definitely.
I think my goal was to get sub-9 by the end of the year, like at the beginning.
I want a sub-10 by the end of summer.
That's pretty possible. My goal was sub 9.5 before nationals.
I just need my good on the GTS.
Oh wait, I want to read my goals for nationals. Some of them are extremely unattainable, which including 2x2. I said I said 2.15. But I thought I was gonna learn EG1 and 2. Yet I did not learn EG1 and 2. That was like the extreme nowhere near was 2x2. Can I find it?
I've only beaten that 2048 game one time, and that was today. It took me like 11.5 minutes. I'm trying to beat that, but I keep DNFing.
Nothing.
DNFing in a video game, yep.
I'm trying to find where my goals are for like July 1st, 2017. They're in my notes somewhere. Oh, I know it's somewhere in here. Was it in December?
I'm still streaming. I'm probably gonna end the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. Bye, nobody that's watching.